Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First down. 1st and 10.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. Screenplay set up for Williams. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
On the coverage.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. They go play action. Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave them the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's complete to Brown, right side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Jake Moody now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Cowboys 3.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A gain of 5
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Prescott completes this one to Pickens. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. It makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott to throw it. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This is Lamb on the end around. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have regained the lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Kenneth Murray on the cover.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Take it at the 37. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the mid. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Play action, now it's Daniels. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Two minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. Now Daniels toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll run for it with Krosky-Merritt. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on fourth and goal at the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
To throw is Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Daniels looking to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it, but 3rd down coming up.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A gain of 12. And the Washington first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Washington, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Daniels. Quick slant to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Gain of 16.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now Prescott.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And he's got Rome. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 31. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Commanders 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Commanders first down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And a Commanders first down. It's a gain
They
of
were not
6.
fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And some room to maneuver. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Commanders first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Commanders first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Daniels.
He'll try and do this himself, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Commanders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game.
Prescott off play action.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Prescott now.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
They go play action. Daniels.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too and make sure no one was going to get it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action now, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense back out there. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Mary. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And looking for McClellan, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Second and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Back to throw again.
Now Daniel's going to keep it.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and goal, Washington.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jaden Daniels
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 30-yard line.
The 30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
Prescott to throw it.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a second and 10. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
That's a gain of 3.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now Washington down by 10, 56 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. To the air goes Daniels, finding Samuel.
Daniels pass, complete to Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 8, brings up 2nd and 2. At the 33-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Daniels looking to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Daniels. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's first down. To throw is Daniels. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold it to no gain as the clock runs. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.